Hey everybody, I am back again, as usual. I'm gonna keep coming back because I have to keep making videos. I'm back because I'm going to do, hopefully what is the final part in this Q&A, not because I don't enjoy them, but because people want answers to their questions, and when it takes a month for that to happen, it's kind of annoying. I know, I get it. I'm a really busy person. I don't have time to sit around here and just crank out videos all day long. I have a lot of stuff to do and not a lot of time to do it, okay? So, you know, we just gotta, you know, remember here that, you know, adult human beings, you know, they work, they have lives, they have shit they have to do. I'm really fucking busy, okay? So it just, you know, I try. I really do. And a lot of these questions, you have to bear in mind, a lot of these questions are repeats. A lot of people ask the same question, probably because they didn't go through the comments and look at the other ones. So a lot of these are the same questions. So if I don't answer yours in particular, I apologize. It's probably because I've already answered it by somebody else's name. So it just, you know, just bear that in mind, okay? Cola R, there's two R's in the last part. Cola RR. So damn pretty. Hey, thanks so much. Listen, I really appreciate it whenever people compliment me like that. You all don't even understand how much I appreciate that. I know sometimes it may come across like I don't believe you, or I don't, you know, and I don't really believe it, but it's really nice to hear it though, and I really appreciate that. You all are so nice to me. Do you have a boyfriend besides Negan? Honestly, you all, Negan is like the only man in my life, okay? No, much like that other question I got, my answer to this question will once again be all I'm gonna say. But you can take for that what you will. But you girl, you know that Negan is like everything to me. Okay, Negan, you're everything to me. You know, he knows that. Negan, listen, he may have multiple wives, but he's the only man to me, okay? I fucking love him, dude. I love him so. Wait, just real quick, just to interrupt this Q&A. This fucking t-shirt though, I just want to show it because I love it so much. Can you see it? It's like a play on Captain Morgan. It says Captain Negan, right? And he's like stepping on the zombie. It says, original PP Pants City, it's an emotional moment, I get it. Voeris? You look great with light makeup. Thanks! What's up with all these fucking compliments? You all are so nice. I'm not wearing light makeup today. Not really. But thank you. I was wearing kind of light makeup in that, yeah. I have a big question. Officer Friendly, are you a policewoman? No, people ask me that all the time. They see the Officer Friendly thing and they think that, like, I, you know, make videos by day, crime fight by night. I'm not a police officer in any way, at all. I'm just... my name, in case people don't remember or don't know, my name came from whenever Merle called Rick Officer Friendly, whenever they were on the roof in Atlanta. That's where my name comes from. I've just always loved that line, and I just love the name in general, Officer Friendly. I just think it's fucking hilarious, and so I was just like, yeah, why not? And let's see, Scrappy, do you like the series Dexter or Breaking Bad? I really like Dexter because I really like twisted, fucked up people, and I'm interested in shit like that. Weird, I know. Breaking Bad, I know everybody on planet Earth loved that show and thought it was the greatest show on television. Now Game of Thrones is, I guess, the best thing. I don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones either. Breaking Bad, I saw like 4 seasons of it, I think. I mean, I tried to watch it and like catch up before the series finale happened. I got 4 seasons in and gave up because I was just... It's just not for me. You know, there's just those shows out there that like maybe everybody else loves, but they're just not for you. That was Breaking Bad for me. It's just not for me. Let's see, Zach Pace, hey Officer Friendly, love you and your channel. Thanks, dude. Love you too. Wondering what has been your favorite season of The Walking Dead. Honestly, so far this season is quickly becoming my favorite, and if you're thinking, yeah, it's probably because of Negan, yeah, you're fucking right. Because I've explained it many times, my favorite part in the comics is Negan, and so now that my favorite part of the comics is actually fucking happening on the show, I'm on cloud fucking 9, bitch, all the time. But before Negan, my favorite season was probably season 4. I don't know why I like season 4 so much, but I did. Kevin Brooker, so you ride a motorcycle? I don't. I've ridden motorcycles before. I don't drive them myself though. I've always ridden on them with someone else. Most time it was a man. But I don't drive them myself though. My mom, she used to ride motorcycles back when she was young. That was like her preferred transportation. But she's told me way too many stories about near-death experiences, and it has scared me off of a motorcycle for good. Like, I am never driving one on my own. I'm too scared of it. The idea of it alone just scares the hell out of me. They're really cool, and I like riding on them with other people. I just don't like driving them myself. I've never tried it, and I don't want to try it, but yeah, they're fun to ride if the person that's driving it knows what they're doing. Jackie Thomas. I saw a video talking about a new group possibly coming up in the second half of Season 7. The group is called the Garbage Pail Kids. What are your thoughts on this? Also, what are your favorite foods to eat? I, once again, haven't looked into any of the spoilers. I don't read them. I don't so I haven't heard anything about the Garbage Pail Kids. Sounds interesting, but I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe if I knew more about it, I could tell you what I thought, but I don't, because I don't read the spoilers, so I have no idea. Let's see, and what are your favorite foods to eat? Here goes a car. Yeah, there it is. So fucking loud. Favorite foods to eat. Oh my god. Anything Italian I like, and obviously I'm Southern, so a lot of the Southern food. Okay, Pred Hunter 87. Hey Sean. Hey Miss Shady, glad you're doing this again. I'm glad I'm doing it again too. I actually really love these videos. Like doing the question things is really fun. There's multiple questions. So, question 1. When can I take you out on that date? Have I got to fly to you, or are you coming here? Well, I mean, I don't... What, are we not going to meet up in Atlanta this year, or what? I thought this we're going to have to figure this out in some other way, I think. Question 2, refer to question 1. Yeah. What are your top 5 favorite movies in order? Oh my god. Let me try this. I don't know if this is actually accurate, but I'm just gonna tell you what I can in the moment. Number 1 all-time favorite is the 1925 Phantom, To Kill a Mockingbird, Lincoln by Steven Spielberg, Gangs of New York by Scorsese, 7 by David Fincher. There you go. Let's see, what are your top 5 musical artists in order, including your favorite song from each of them? I'm going to start with Manson, Marilyn Manson, and my favorite by him is probably... This Is the New Shit. I really like that song, I don't know why. 9 Inch Nails, my favorite by them is Every Day Is Exactly the Same. Let's do Johnny Cash. The Man Comes Around is my favorite by him. The Weeknd, he's one of my faves. My favorite by him, oh my god. I'm just gonna say Secrets off of his new album, just because that's literally all I've been listening to for a month. Sinatra, and my favorite by him, The Way You Look Tonight. There you go. And finally, question 4, are you hoping for anything special for Christmas? Because this question was asked way before Christmas. And Lucille from McFarland, maybe. Well, there she is. I wasn't really... See, this is also another thing y'all should know about me. I don't really ask for anything ever, and especially not for Christmas. I think that's why my family and friends and stuff have so much trouble trying to get me things for Christmas, because they'll ask me what I want and I'll say I don't need anything, and then they know better to not to ask me again, because I'm just gonna say the same thing. I don't need anything. And so yeah, but I just like, you know what I really like? I like getting presents that actually mean something. A friend of mine draws me things a lot, draws me things for birthdays and Christmas, and I really like presents like that. Those are some of my favorite ones to get. P.S. When you get a minute, remind me to PM you on Facebook. I've got a quick question for you, nothing Q&A worthy. Cheers, doll. Hey Sean, private message me on Facebook. Hopefully you'll see this. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Sean. Let's see, Naeem Baba? Well, for requests, I really enjoyed your vlogs, and it brought a whole new perspective. Also, maybe makeup tutorial or outfit ideas. I love all your vibes and fashion. Thanks. Also, maybe movie reviews, old or new, that has a lasting impact on you. Well, all those things that you mentioned, would be appropriate for vlogs, because this is a Walking Dead channel, and the only videos that I do that aren't Walking Dead related sometimes are the vlogs. See, George Young, hey Officer Friendly, this is my first time ever leaving a comment for someone, but I had to because of your awesome reactions. Oh, thanks! I really appreciate that. You should make review videos as well. Think about it. Do you think Negan will kill Eugene if he doesn't make bullets for him, especially when Negan finds out that Daryl has escaped? And would you be okay with it? P.S. You're really beautiful. I'm tempted to create an Instagram account just to follow you. Bye, take care. Thank you. I honestly don't think Negan will kill Eugene, just because Eugene is way too valuable, I think. He may not be the most valuable when it comes to like fighting and shit, but he knows a lot. He may not have the cure to the zombie thing, but he's smart and he knows a lot. And I think that Negan realizes that, or he will come to realize that. And I don't think Negan likes to kill people that could be of value to him. I don't think he'll kill him. I think that he's gonna be pretty pissed though when he finds out that Daryl's gone. I can't wait to see it. He's gonna fly off the fucking handle. Because not only is Daryl gone, but he killed Fat Joey. And it's not gonna be good, okay? It's really not. Like, they just keep digging that hole deeper. I really like the way that the Kingdom deals with Negan, because the only ones that know about Negan are, like, Ezekiel and his, like, elites. That's the only ones that know about Negan. Nobody else at the Kingdom even knows about the Saviors. And they make their little trades and everything is fine, and that's it, you know? And it's like all these other communities. You got the Hilltop, Gregory, who's always running his fucking mouth about shit, and like is letting his pride, you know, keep fucking shit up. And then you got Rick and them, who are just constantly trying to kill them and trying to cause problem, and it's like, I know that it isn't the ideal way to live, and I don't want them to have to live that way, but at the same time, you have to be smart about shit like this, and I feel like they're not being very smart, and it's only gonna get worse, I think, for them. Like, the more that they do this shit, the worse it's gonna get. Like, when you keep stabbing him in the back like that, he's gonna turn around and take all them knives out and slaughter all of you with them. Like, you know, you have to really watch yourself with Negan, because he ain't gonna put up with, like, it's gonna get to a point, like, most of the time he laughs it off and is like, yeah, good one, you know. But eventually they're gonna do something to him that he's just gonna fucking snap. Just saying. I don't think he'll hurt Eugene though, or at least, well, I don't think he'll kill him. He may hurt him, but hey, Des Smith, what is your opinion on the drop in ratings and the fans lashing out about the brutality of the first episode deaths? Also, I personally do not like Carol all that much. She seems to just be a whiny character. What's your personal opinion on her character overall? I don't dislike Melissa McBride, just in case someone tries to make that comment. Yeah, my opinion on the drop in ratings. The ratings when it comes to Negan's episodes are doing just fine. His episodes get the most views and the most ratings out of any episodes in the show. So I don't think Negan is the problem with the ratings thing. I also don't really think it's that, because they just did a thing not that long ago, Statistic not long ago, which showed that The Walking Dead's doing just fine when it comes to ratings, and like, I feel like a lot of that stuff is just getting spread around, and it's not really, and like a lot of it's like really false information. But regardless of if the ratings have dropped or not, Negan's episodes are top-notch fine, you know, like everybody's watching those. And so I don't really think that that's an issue. Fans lashing out about the brutality of the first episode deaths. Okay, what I have to say to people who think that that first episode was a little bit too gruesome and stuff, I just want to ask them, what show have you been watching for the past 7 seasons? Because if it's been The Walking Dead, I don't know where the fuck your eyeballs have been when you're watching the show, but there's been some pretty fucked up shit on this show for the past 7 seasons. The first freaking episode of the show, we see a little girl get shot point blank in the head. That don't upset you? Like, it's crazy to me that people are trying to take this thing, you know, this thing that happened with Negan, and trying to say that that was too much, and it's like, okay, we've seen people almost get sexually assaulted, Maggie with the governor, Carl with those freaking creepy ass claimers. like, we've seen, like, people get torn to shreds. Like, no, like, y'all remember Noah's death? We literally watched him get ripped apart in front of us. There's been so many times that it's been too fucking much. So we've seen kids die, people almost get sexually assaulted, like, people die the most gruesome deaths I've ever seen in my life. I think people are just trying to find something to complain about because they didn't like how it turned out. And as much as I don't like how it turned out because of who died, you know, I can understand and remember and realize that this shit is not as bad as it's been, okay? We've seen some pretty fucked up shit happen on this show, and it ain't even that bad. So I think that, you know, in the words of Negan, they're just a bunch of pussies. Also, oh yeah, and the Carol question. What do I think of Carol? I think Carol, I liked what happened with her when she changed and became this, you know, she went from being an abused spouse to turning into this fucking Rambo warrior, basically. I liked her character back when, like, kind of where she's at right now. I kind of feel the same way you do. And I'm starting to feel the same way about Carol as I feel about Daryl. I'm just kind of indifferent. Unknown Anonymous, what's your favorite position? I'm assuming you're not talking about a sports position. That. I'm gonna keep that information to myself. Let's see, Aaron Hatcher, I just want to say you make my day so much better with every video you post. Oh, thanks so much. I'm a huge cinema buff. What movie in 2017 are you looking the most forward to? Mine would be Christopher Nolan's World War II film, Dunkirk. That one looks really good, actually, and I'm looking forward to that one, actually. But honestly, I think probably the new Scorsese movie, Silence. T-Rex Jira? I'm so sorry. If Negan killed off Daryl, how would you react? Wouldn't be bothered. Not bothered. Not bothered at all. JDog64, who do you love more, Negan or Jeffrey Dean Morgan? I adore them both. But I don't know that I love anybody or anything more than I love Negan, so. Still love Jeffrey, love you to death, but you know. The Freak Boy 48. This was another question that got asked multiple times. Will you marry me? Sure. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start a harem of husbands like Negan has a harem of wives. I'm just gonna have multiple husbands. It's gonna be great. Ricky Hansen, have you ever seen the movie The Crow starring Brandon Lee? If so, what do you think? Love your channel, by the way. It gives me someone to somewhat interact with them when I watch it. We missed you too, Officer Friendly, over and out. Oh, thanks. I love you all so much. I have seen the movie The Crow many, many times. It's actually one of my favorite movies ever. I love it so much. It depresses the fuck out of me, but it's fucking great. I'm a Schneider. Open a P.O. box so that you can get mail. I have a piece of artwork to send to you. I've been asked that a couple of times over the last little bit. If you all really want me to do that, let me know, because if you'd really like me to, I will do it. I just didn't know that people wanted that to happen. Otherwise, I would have opened one a long time ago. But I think it's honestly been more toward the more people that have started coming here, then the more kind of that question gets asked. But I'm definitely open to it if y'all would like me to do that. Just let me know. I don't do things unless you all want me to do them. You understand? Like, this is like a relationship here. We talk shit out and we figure it out, and you know, we work through our issues and problems. You know, it's a relationship. Let's see, Mona Lincoln, what do you do when you see those comments about Roshon, like the lack of chemistry or it was forced? I try not to care, but they always get to me somehow. Do you have any advice for me on that? Well, I'm going to give you the same advice I gave to that other person, which is just don't pay any attention to it, because they're just trying to get a reaction out of you. They're just trying to be negative to, you know, bother you and to get under your skin. You know exactly what I know, which is that the chemistry is through the roof, and it wasn't forced. They have literally been planting the seeds to Rick and Michonne for seasons now. Anyone with like actual working eyeballs and a human heart could see that. And don't worry about it. You know, I've gotten to that point where I just don't give a fuck what anyone has to say. And, you know, if you could get to that point, that would be ideal, because honestly that's the best thing for you. Kat Nicole, if you could write Negan's death scene in the show or in the comics, how would you have him go? Killed by someone in Team Family, another group, or a walker, a brutal gory death, or something like a simple gunshot wound to the head? Love your videos. Thank you, love you too. Even though you're asking questions that literally break my heart. You know what? I've always had this thing where I would really like for Negan to die like saving Carl or something. Like, I don't know why I've always wanted that to happen, but I really would. Let's see, Padfoot, hey officer, do you feel more emotionally invested in the show or the comics? I feel more emotionally invested in the show, I think. Who would you have picked to be Lucille in the premiere? Daryl, in my opinion. I agree with you. I think it should have been Daryl. In the apocalypse, if the apocalypse were to happen, which 3 characters would you want in your group? Negan, Carl, and Jesus. Okay, last one. Ready? Sergio Baca? Damn, I wish there was a chick as fine as you who's into The Walking Dead and Negan as much as me. Well, wherever you are. What would your perfect dream date be if I was Negan and I was going to take you on a date? You know, honestly, I've actually thought about this many times. Can you believe that? I've thought about, like, dreamed about going on a date with Negan. Of course I have. Honestly, like, the one place I would love to go on a date with Negan, an arcade. Is that fucking weird? But, like, that's honest. Like, when I think about going on a date with Negan, I think about going to an arcade, or like one of those pubs that have like arcade games in them. Like there's this one place in San Francisco that has it's a place like that, and there's like an arcade, and there's like arcade games in it, like pinball, like the old school shit. I would love to go on a date with Negan and just play arcade games and like do the whole pinball thing, do the little. Because I just think it would be hilarious, A, to watch him play those games, and B, to listen to him curse like a motherfucker every time he doesn't win at the game. Or like, I just think it would be so fucking fun. That's like, I love that in general, just with anybody, but I would really love to do that with Negan. So if you know, in this situation, if you were Negan and I were me, I would love for you to take me to an arcade. It would be a ton of fun, I think. Yeah. There's the questions. I have once again spent an hour and a half scrolling through here trying to answer these questions. If I did not get to yours, I apologize, or if I didn't answer it because it was already a question that was answered, I apologize again. I will do more Q&As in the future, so don't worry. I hope that you all enjoyed these past few videos of these questions and answers. I know that I have. I've had a ton of fun answering these questions. I love being able to communicate with you guys like this. Expect, I don't know what the next video will be. If you have any requests that you would like for me to do, I'm always open to requests, because I'm always open to video ideas, because I never know what the fuck I'm doing. So if you have anything you'd like for me to do, please leave it in the comments below of this video or any other video. I get the notification for it, so I'll see it. So yeah, I'm going to go, and whenever I see you next, don't know when that will be, hopefully very, very soon. But until then, I am Officer Friendly, over and out. Bye-bye!